What's up, YouTube? My name is Doug P Games, aka Louis Scott Potterface or Shota Cute Nice. I've been having fun on Twitter, but on Twitter I've got some mentions where some people have actually been asking me to maybe make some videos that teach how to get started on streaming. I suggested that some Magic players who are streamers maybe make some videos to help new streamers out, and some people said they've Googled some stuff, but it's hard to follow along, so please make a video series. So I've decided I'm going to just start over on my Twitch. As you can see, I've deleted all my scenes. I've got everything back to the bare minimum, and I'm here today to start off with a little bit of a PSA to teach you how Twitch works. Now we're starting at the start, and there's some basic things you really need to know. For example, this, as you can see, is my mouse is inside my Twitch window right now, my OBS window, sorry. And you might see people have different sizes of screen domains, and this is just the simplest tip that before I even get started I want to give everyone is you see on the side where my mouse is, there's a bar that if you just grab and click, you will resize within your Twitch window bigger or smaller to scale. But if you hold Alt, you can actually take and you can clip down or up the size of all of your different regions. Now, which one appears first is down here. If you switch that so that the webcam appears on top, now if I extend it out underneath the webcam, I will get my whole screen, but the webcam will still stay on top. You may also notice by clicking on my webcam, I've shrunk my webcam in. This is just a simple tool that when you get comfortable, you can pick a domain you like. You can pick if you want it to be at the top left or the top right, which way you're going to be looking, mirror it, etc. And you're ready to go. So we're here on OBS, and the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is just click profile and make a new profile. You can keep your own profile, make a second one, and then follow along with what I'm recommending in the second profile. If you don't like it, you can then go back and apply the things that you've learned to your first profile. So the first thing I'm going to tell you, go and do some research. There's tons of amazing videos where people are just putting out, go to these pages and make it. This is a new account for me, dougpyeg@gmail.com. If you have any questions, anything you want to learn, just email me, dougpyeg. If you find a video you like, try subscribing to all 5 of the recommended ones. You can always unsubscribe, but if you subscribe to people, you might end up getting some videos that you like because they're related to the person that you're watching. It's a good way to start learning and growing. Also, don't be afraid to do lots of Googling. If you just Google what's the best screen recorder for PC 2018, I would always recommend typing 2018 in there. You can change this to Mac. You might get a completely different set of answers if it's Mac. You can look at when it's recorded, 7 months ago, 10 months ago, 1 year ago. I would also recommend when you're doing your research, you can say maybe things uploaded in the last month. These are things uploaded in the last month, etc. for you to figure out maybe if you want a short, long, etc. all of the information that you are looking for. So before we familiarize ourselves with the Twitch dashboard, as I said, we're going to familiarize ourselves with OBS right here, which I'm trying to move down into the bottom left corner. I think I've got that about right, so you can see it. There we go. There's OBS. You can see my OBS. And we're going to hit settings. Now, settings is like the most important thing for you to really dive into if you want to be a streamer, if you want to play Magic the Gathering Arena, Shadowverse, Eternal Card Game, whatever it is, you're really going to have to familiarize yourself with these settings. So, general, we can pretty much leave for now, but for stream settings, this one is where I think some of the magic is going to happen. These servers, you can pick auto, but I have gotten a tip from a different streamer where you can download this amazing software called Twitch Test. And when you run Twitch Test, after you've downloaded it, you'll be able to put your stream key in here, which if you don't know what your stream key is, you can head to your dashboard. And in your dashboard, you can look for your channel. At the top, you've got your primary stream key. You hit copy. You don't want to show people that. You head back over to the bandwidth test. You just add it right in there, Control V, and you can start a test. I would recommend a short test, and I would just start it. One server, sorry, I'm going to go North America because I'm North America. Now it's going to test all of the local servers to pick which one has the best bandwidth for me, and these numbers are going to be crucial, so we'll let that run, and we're just going to go back to OBS for a second and jump to something different. So in the output, there's different recordings. There's different settings for streaming, recording, audio, and buffer. This is a great place for profile to come into play. You can have a streaming profile and a recording profile. I'm just doing it on the streaming profile. So there's 2 options in here. the one with the N at the start, and the one with the X264, I think. I can't actually click them and show you right now. I'm sorry, because I am recording through OBS. I could record it a different way, but I'm just trying to show you how powerful all this stuff is. This one uses the GPU, the other one uses the CPU. Depending on what kind of computer you have, it's probably better to use the GPU because your CPU is probably going to be busy doing the uploading and doing all the processing for your computer. Now you can rescale output in here, but I would not recommend rescale output in here. We're going to do that in the video tab when we get to it. Your rate control, you're going to want a constant bit rate, CBR. Your bit rate, you're going to want to be half of the number that pops out from this bandwidth test. So if let's say that this 6K is your highest, you're going to want your bit rate to be no higher than 3000. You're going to want your bit rate to be about half of whatever comes from your bandwidth. Change your keyframe interval to 2. Your preset, I'd probably say high quality is the best. Profile high is awesome. And leave the other things alone. Now for audio, I'm not really going to get into audio in this one. If you want an audio tutorial, please let me know in the comments on Twitter. Email me at dougpyeg@gmail.com. Now this screen is where you're going to want to do your output scaling. So if you're going to want to downscale, which will give you a bit better performance, I would recommend doing so in here. 720 is good. The one right above it, the 810, I might switch it to. That one's really good as well. You're going to want to switch your downscale filters to 32 samples and 60 FPS. You don't have to do 60 FPS if you're doing, let's say, Eternal or Magic. You could certainly get away on 30 FPS, and lowering your frames per second will help your video upload quality while you're streaming, because you're constantly uploading. Now in here, there's hotkeys. These are really great. You've got a start streaming, a stop streaming. I really like using some of these. I had them set up, but I just blanked my profile and started over again. I like having a mute button, which is really nice to have a mute and unmute, so you can very quickly, while you're talking, someone comes in, you just press a button. Maybe the F keys. Maybe you have a special mouse that you can code these to. Like here, I've got F7, F8, so I know if I just hit F7, I'm instantly on mute. F8, I'm on unmute for my mic. You can also do that for your desktop audio. If, let's say, you want to listen to a YouTube track that someone just sent in, you can just hit a desktop audio mute, listen to it, not put it on stream, just to make sure that it is appropriate and within your desire for your stream. So that's pretty much it. One audio track for now. You can do 2 audio tracks. You get into a little bit of complicated stuff with that, but that's the basics. You really should make sure you set your settings up. It's really important on OBS. Now here, I'm going to just quickly show you how we would go about capturing a screen. So let's say we want to play Magic the Gathering online because it's awesome. I mean, I just said on Twitter yesterday that it's like the 4th best game for me right now, way behind Shadowverse, behind Hearthstone, behind Eternal. I think it's probably already behind Play Artifact, but what do I know? So of course I'm recording this video and it starts installing an update immediately. Classic Moto. Classic MTGO. As soon as I'm trying to bring the people what they want in a quick 10-minute video, you start updating. Well, I'm just going to get you going with these 2 things here, scenes and sources. So this is like the guts of what you're doing here. So the scenes are where you can make let's say MTGO playing. You can make a whole scene where you add all sorts of things to it, and it's going to disappear as soon as you make MTGO playing. But that's all right. So when you go into MTGO playing, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to right click on sources, and you're going to want to add a source. And these sources are all of your options. Window capture is where you're going to want to get MTG Arena captured. Video capture device is where you've got your webcam potentially built in or one on top of your screen. Text, you can add some text in. Media source is if you've got like a picture, you can use image by like media source for GIFs. Display capture is what you use to capture, like let's say you have 2 screens, you can have 2 different displays. Or what I'm doing, I like using top right is what I call it, and then I hold Alt and I go like that, and boom, now it's only the top right of my screen. So the left side of my screen, whatever I put over there, let's say I put OBS over there, you can't see it even though I'm live on one screen. You're only seeing what's in the right hand side of the screen. You can change this window by holding Alt to just be like a slice at the top, let's say, if you had a game down there, and now you'll be able to slice your way into whatever you want to be showing if you want to make it like that if you have one monitor. If you have two monitors, then what you would do in this ad is you would just do a window capture and you would say like monitor 2, and then you would pick which one you want within there. Now, hitting that will make it disappear, and putting it at the bottom will make it not even show up anywhere. So Magic Online is open. It's not MTG Arena, but Magic Online is open. Window captures don't work properly for Magic Online, but if you do want to be a Magic Online streamer, then if you only have one monitor, you can do it exactly how I just showed you, where you create, and this is how I do it when I stream, you create that left side of the window, you get your OBS off to the left, you put your chat down underneath the OBS so you can see your chat, and it's pretty basic. I know, it's not what you're looking for, but then you can put Moto somewhere like up here. Once you've got it set, you can hold Alt and drag the corners up to make it a nice little Moto window. Again, it's pretty hideous that you have to do this, but that's how she goes. And then you are into Magic Online. You can then, if you want, resize your windows here. You can put your chat on the screen. You can do all sorts of things. You can put your widgets, your follow alerts, things that we're going to get into in other videos. So that's what I would do for Magic Online. Again, now it's just the top right of my screen. It's nice because I can have all sorts of windows just out of sight of that window, as long as I'm not overlapping anything, which it looks like right now I'm actually doing a pretty poor job. There's more behind this, it looks like. Let's put my webcam underneath so that I can see the whole story. No, yeah, there we go, top right. Yeah, so up to there. Get OBS out of the way. Make my webcam smaller. And bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. I've pretty much got the whole thing now. You just got to take some time before you go live resizing. Get it set up so that you're ready to roll. And you've got yourself a Magic Online window just like that. So now you can go ahead and you can go message your friends, you can play, you can do whatever you want. You've got Magic Online. Again, if you have a second monitor, this is going to work a lot better, because with a second monitor, you can just put Magic Online on the second monitor and then manage everything else on your other screen, moving things over. But some of us only have one monitor, so what are we going to do? Now, it is incredibly easy with something like MTG Arena if you want to capture the screen, because if you go back to your OBS, all you're going to have to do is you're going to right click add, and you're going to add a window capture of MTGA, and then you're going to select from the list MTGA, and boom, there it is. There's a beautiful arena, just the arena completely rescaled. If you put it all the way to the top and then throw your webcam over top, you pretty much already have a stream. I mean, that's pretty much all you need for arena. You know, you could add some more stuff. You definitely want to get the alert boxes. You definitely want to get all that stuff. And if you're interested in learning how that all works, just leave a comment below in the description, under the description, sorry. Leave a comment in the comments. If you leave it in the description, you're a hacker. And honestly, code cracker, slacker, I'm impressed, and I'm gonna be coming at you. So that's how you really get going with streaming. Now, the only other thing that you need to really remember is, like I said before, make sure that you know how all of the Twitch stuff works within getting your stream key and plugging that in. That stuff's all pretty easy to Google. I think you should be able to figure it out, but again, it's in your dashboard, it's in your channel, and that's your stream key. You pop that into OBS. Before my next video, I think you should really familiarize yourself with all these buttons. The live gives you tons of information you should be paying attention to. I like to go into here and I like to click pop out in my chat. I also like to have dark mode on, but then when you pop out your chat, you'll be able to have your chat all the time at the bottom left of your screen. So when you're streaming, even if you go to the bathroom, you've got your chat ready to roll down there. If you want to then use your OBS to have your chat be on stream, let's say, you just right click again, you add a window capture device. Oh, come on, Doug. And you call this one chat, and you pick from the list. You're going to find a Chrome that says Twitch chat, boom, and now you've got a Twitch chat right there. You can do the resizing features if you want to get rid of like the stuff at the top, just call it stream chat, and you can resize it just like that. And now you've got your face, you've got your stream chat, and if you turn MTGA back on, You've got Magic the Gathering Arena. You can resize the arena if you want to just be part of the screen, if you don't want it to be the whole screen. Really, you're the oyster and the world is you. So yeah, it's just a quick 15-minute video. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully it gives you what you were looking for. And again, if there's more things you want to know, please let me know. Let me know in the description. Just slide on into the description or into my DMs. Email me at dougpyeg@gmail.com. And I'm going to be bringing you a lot of content coming soon, YouTube. Let's have some fun.